Hey, what's up? It's your boy Stephen McCoy, and you are listening and watching Sessions with Stephen. And today we have a very special guest. We have Grammy-nominated R&B singer, songwriter, producer. Just really honored to have her, Miss Syleena Johnson. Syleena, how are you? I am great. How are
great. How are you? I'm great, child. Just out here. Trust in the Lord, okay? Just doing the best I can.
Absolutely. You're here to speak about your 11th studio album, The Making of a Woman, and also you are producing a 3-part limited series, The Making of a Woman, How Appropriate, as a part of AspireTV celebration of Black music. Please talk to us about the album.
Okay. Well, it's June 5th. At
June
8 p.m. this Saturday.
Yes.
And it's every Saturday this month at 8 p.m. Because it's a 3-part docuseries, which Aspire and myself is super excited about. It was premiered on a previous network, which was Fox Soul first, but it was in a different format. So Aspire has an exclusive where this time it will be shown in total living color, which is super awesome. And I'm excited because I didn't even look at the final coloring. So I saw the whole thing, of course, but I wanted to wait to be surprised so I can see it on television. And let me just add, too, this is the first television network that it will be airing on. So I'm super, super excited to be partnering with Aspire. They're such an amazing network. An African-American network, which I'm also honored to be in partnership with. So with that being said, the Making of the Woman album goes with the actual 3-part docuseries. And it is a continuation of the Woman album that came out last year, but it dropped right before the pandemic hit. So right when the Woman album came out, everything stopped. So we redid it and put more records on there and re-released it this year. And I kind of like how the title Making of a Woman is, his blueprint is just awesome. And it's synonymous to all the things that happened in 2020 that kind of made us as a country, that kind of, evolved us as a nation, evolved me as a woman. So Making of a Woman is really, really befitting. However, just to rewind back to 2018 is when I started filming the actual documentary called Making of a Woman that you will see every Saturday at 8 p.m. on Aspire. And it was to highlight the woes and the ups and downs that a woman who is a mom, a wife, a talk show host, an entertainer, all of these different jobs, having all of these different hats, and how I balance that. Especially being a Black woman in this industry. And I just really wanted to show the raw grit, the raw grit lifestyle of an entertainer. I feel like, I was on R&B Divas, and R&B Divas was more so a glorified, just average housewives. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that the housewives is average. Sorry, my dog is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that the Housewives is average, because it's an amazing franchise and it employs tons of African Americans. But R&B Divas was set out to be a music show, and it didn't quite do that. So I was hoping, just to be able to tell my story the way that I wanted to tell it and the way that it should have been told, using
in the first
this
place.
platform, using this format. Yes, right.
Right.
And this is how it was supposed to be done. This is what we wanted to show, the behind the scenes. I can't get into the minutia of why it didn't end up that way. It was still a hit series, which is still great. But this Making of a Woman is the raw grit of what goes on behind the scenes. And we even cut things out that were doing too much, But it's the raw grit of our lifestyle.
And I was going to ask, are you, considering the fact that you haven't yet seen the full of everything yet, you're going to be watching with us, what are those things that you're nervous about seeing on the screen?
Well, no, I've seen the whole thing. But what
Okay.
I have not seen is I've not seen it in color. Because
Oh,
the first time
okay.
it was the first time it was aired was on a digital network. And we had it, our natural format, our initial format was a black and white. It was a black and white film, or a black and white docuseries.
Right.
But at Aspire, we decided to change the colors and put it in the actual color that it is. So I'm not sure what I'm getting ready to see because it's going to be a totally different vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
If there's skin imperfections, hair imperfections. Black and white can cover all of that. But everything is
you
going to be raw
look amazing in black and white and in color.
Thank you.
In living color.
Well, thank you very much.
What's different about this is that as we said, you are executive producing, but what I found so interesting is that it's not only being executive produced by you, but you hired an all-female team. So it's going to be edited by a female and produced by a female. Was that a conscious decision for you?
In the beginning, it did not start out as a conscious decision. My team is all women. I have one male on the team. He's a publicist.
Okay.
But the team is all women. Oh, my makeup artist is a man as well. But the team is all women and all black women. And we didn't do it on purpose. Wow. It just ended up being that way. And no shade to anybody.
Yeah.
Real talk. No shade.
Mm-hmm.
But black women are more efficient. They're more efficient. They work harder. They'll stay the extra mile. And that whole myth that black women can't work together, we can work together. The issue is we're passionate, and passion can sometimes be mistaken for emotion. And so when people say, "Oh, black women ain't this, they didn't," no, we're passionate. We care about our work.
Right.
So we gonna buck up if we don't agree. We're gonna speak our mind because we want to get things right.
Right.
And we have bumped heads. We've bumped heads, but because we're all successful minded, we're all we all have the same common goal, and we have been friends for many years, and we're sorors as well. There's so much more to getting it done. Also, it really, attitude of your team reflects leadership. I'm not the type of person that likes to argue. I'm just not. I'm not a conflict person. I know people think I probably do, but I actually don't like to argue. I'm solution based,
Right.
So I want to know what's the answers, so I'm not getting ready to go back and forth. I'm not petty. I'm not getting ready to do all that. I like to get work done, and I like to be professional. So if I provide a professional environment, everybody that's in that environment has to follow suit. And it's not like I'm making them. It's just that those are the type of people that I've been blessed to work with. They like to be professional as well, but, black women, we the bomb. I don't know what to say.
Yes,
we get it done. I have a woman on my team. Her name is Syleena Johnson, and she's an executive producer as well. 3 of us that are executive producing this project. Myself, Syleena Johnson Media, and Dr. Salisha, which is my sister and agent. And everybody has a role. Cherie's role is filming and editing and all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's dope. She's a producer. She films and she edits and she has her own talk show. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
So these women are triple and quadruple threats. So it's like we're like 17 jobs and 3 people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. So just black women are efficient, man. It's just it is what it is.
And you've been in this game for so many years, so I think you know what to do. You know what type of people you want around you. You know what type of music you want to make. And I've always been a little curious. Someone who's been in this business for as many years as you have, and you've seen people come in and out of the business. You also seen the roller coaster of music and radio. Do you ever feel pressure to change your musical sound for the music of today?
When I first started out in the business, I used to feel that pressure when I first started out, like maybe the second or third album. But then I realized that it wasn't the music that was really the special thing about me in particular. And, you know, I don't know about anybody else. I can't speak on any other artist. But the thing that sustains me is my voice. Now, I'm not trying to say, oh, I don't need music, my voice is the bomb. I'm not saying that, even though my voice is the bomb, and I can say that because God gave it to me.
And your lyrics,
but what
I have to say.
Hello, somebody. Okay, and I am a writer. I can say that too.
Yes.
But what I mean by that is, I have the type of voice that, and I can say this now, 25, almost 30 years. Well, actually 30 years of recording. I can say this now because I couldn't say this before because I always feel like somebody would think I was conceited or whatever. But when you know who you are and what you have, you can speak on it. 100%. And so my voice is very different. It has been a double-edged sword, actually. When I was 21 years old, I had a 35-year-old sounding voice. So it's nothing that I can really do to make myself fit in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to realize it's nothing that I can do. There's no music that I could sing to. You know, I've been on one of the biggest songs in history, which was All Falls Down. That's my voice there. It's still the same voice. You see what I'm saying? So I had to stop trying to make the music fit my voice. Make my voice fit the music and make the music fit my voice, so to speak. Meaning the voice is what's special. The voice is what's different. The voice is what's catching. It could be anything that I sing. That people are going to know who I am based on my voice. Now, buying records and trying to sell records has absolutely nothing to do with the music. If it's good music, people will buy it. Nobody listens to just one genre of music.
Yeah.
People will buy it if it's good, but it has to be promoted properly and marketed. It has nothing to do with, oh, this was a bad song or a good song. There's something for everyone, but you have to get it to everyone for people to decide. You see what I'm saying? So I had to realize once I started understanding that, I started understanding that you don't have to be pressured to try to fit in today's mold. There are millions of people that will like what you do. You know what I'm saying? There just are. It's all about getting it out to those people and marketing and promoting, and that's really the challenge. Everything else, it is what it is. I can't make my 100%. Voice. I can't get on a Taylor Swift song and be Taylor Swift. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You said it's stupid. I can't get on a Janet Jackson track and be Janet Jackson. It makes no sense.
You know, you've always been the voice for women. Even just females that I know, starting with my mother, singing your songs and pointing their fingers because that's how lyrical you are. I just want to ask you this. Are men allowed to listen to this album?
Of course. Men are encouraged to listen to this album. How else are they supposed to hear from us? This is not an album for women. It's by women. Yes, it's for us to be able to, listen and be like, but it's a letter to men. It's a letter to the world. It's a letter to men. It's empowering for us, but it's informational for men. It's informational for y'all. No album, just because the album is called Woman, don't mean that you can't listen to it. That's what you should want. If you're a man, you should want to listen to it so you can get the inside scoop.
Yeah. Because you know it's going to be some men that you are one of those women in music that you speak it. So a lot of guys are going to be like, they may listen to it in private in a car, like, you're one of those artists, So I definitely had to ask that for the guys because I know, everybody listens to your music, but you are the voice of one.
Well, see, this is where men meet it, and I'm glad you said that because men, I need you to understand one thing. How else are you going to know how to treat us if you don't listen to us? I'm going to say that again. How else are you going to know how to treat us if you don't listen to us? Now,
that's true.
this ain't just about music. This is just in general. Men are not listening. Now, women are also giving mixed signals. We act in one way and then saying something else. But if you listen, you will learn. So if anything, go listen to Mary J. Blige's My Life. Go listen to it. Listen to the Sade albums. Listen to the albums where women are pleading and talking about how they feel. Get to understand and know women. Then you'll be a better man.
That is the fact.
There is no so I don't get Tank's album and think to myself, oh, this is just a man made this, so or I'm gonna get Molly music and I'm not really gonna get Molly because he's speaking from a man point of view. No, I want to hear his heart. Don't you want to hear a woman's heart? That's where our heart is. It's in the music.
Absolutely. Everyone, make sure that you tune into this because, it is an amazing album from top to bottom. That is The Making of a Woman. Make sure that you check that out on iTunes as well as the 3-part limited series, The Making of a Woman, which will air June 5th starting at 8 p.m. On AspireTV. Thank you so much for coming on to the show, Ms. Syleena Johnson. You are amazing, and we love you, and we celebrate you.
Thank you so much.
Hey, subscribe now.